Hey, thanks for checking out the Illini Inquirer YouTube channel. If you can do us a favor, continue your support. Give us a follow here on YouTube. Hit the notifications button, hit the subscribe button. That really helps us out. We're hoping to give you more content on our video channel here, whether it's player interviews, reactions, our daily dish series where we're going to be more topical and talk about the Illini. So give us some support. We appreciate all of it. Give us a follow, hit the notifications bell as well, and subscribe to us here on Illini Inquirer YouTube. Welcome into the Daily Dish. Jeremy Werner, Joey Wagner. We're continuing our player preview series here on the Daily Dish, and you can check below in the description and get up to date on all of them that we've done so far. We're continuing to work our way through the returners, and this guy's returning, Joey, but we haven't seen him play a game yet. In fact, he's only played 9 minutes in college basketball, entering his third year of college basketball, and that's Dain Dainja, the Baylor transfer. Right now, we got plugged in as our starting center for Illinois, but that could change, obviously, with the transfer portal. I mean, there's a lot to like out of a former top 100 prospect. Brad Underwood, I think, is touting that hype train more than anybody on Dain Dainja this offseason. There are some things you want to hit the brakes, though, a little bit because we haven't seen him play, right? But big body, skilled, can really handle the ball, pass the ball, and he should be a pretty solid rebounder, but we just haven't seen it at the college level. So what are you expecting out of Dain Dainja?
Yeah, I don't know. End of Daily Dish. That's the end of it. I don't know. You like a lot of what he brings to the table. I think you like the way that he's approached his physical transformation since getting here to Champaign in January. I don't know what that looks like on the basketball floor, but I think just that commitment is telling to just kind of who he is. But he's kind of the modern, handle it a little bit big. He's a big that fits what this team is leaning towards. I know that in theory, his skill sets fit the, open up some more space in there, get out, let him show some handles. It's just very difficult to project what he looks like. Is it maybe 20 minutes a game? Maybe somewhere in that 15 to 20, 17, 18. That probably depends on what else they add in the portal. But I don't know if insurance isn't the right word, but from a minute standpoint, they probably have to add a front court piece. I don't even know if that's probably selling it a little short. You need help up there. Now, what does that look like? What's it mean for him? I don't know, but it's so hard, Jeremy. Like when Omar Payne last year, there was more of a body of work to look at. We're looking at 9 minutes. It's very difficult. And I know that's not the fun answer. It's just so hard to project.
Yeah, there's no film to turn on, right? You can go back to the high school stuff. And I just went back and I looked at Jerry Meyer, who used to work for 24/7 Sports, his scouting report. I'm just going to read it, Joey. Has a wide spacing controlling frame at 6'9". Conditioning has been an issue in the past. As an aside for myself, I don't think that'll be too much of an issue with Fletch in the way they've cut some pounds already. Has nimble feet and a skilled game. Proficient back to the basket scorer, can also face up and shoot or drive from outside. Very comfortable with the basketball, has a feel for passing. We've heard that from Underwood. Strong rebounder. Defending on the perimeter can be a challenge. Good positional interior defender who can also block shots. Has potential to play in the NBA. Improving his conditioning is critical. So there's some things that would make you scream, and the way Underwood talks about him, some Trevion Williams offensive skill. Back to the basket, really nimble, really skilled, can face up a little bit, but can take you off the bounce and could be a one-on-one nightmare. Good passer. I don't know if I've ever seen a better passing big in the Big Ten than Trevion Williams. I mean, there's some Jokic stuff that he does, but he looks like he's in better shape already than Trevion Williams. So I'm wondering what he's going to be defensively more than anything. Like offensively, I think he can give you something there. And certainly, with a 5-out offense with him and Coleman Hawkins, or even if it's him and Matthew Meyer or Pete Nance, there's a lot of intrigue there. I don't know what you're going to do defensively and rebounding. Illinois needs rebounding. And now they should be longer, should get more rebounding from everybody, more athletic with Shannon, Melendez, Hawkins, right? I think they're going to be a better team rebounding team, but they're losing Kofi, and you need somebody in the post to be a really good rebounder and interior defender. Still got a league where you got Cliff Omarui, you got Hunter Dickinson, you got Zach Edey. So I feel much more comfortable if I'm projecting Dain Dainja to be a 10 to 20 minute a game guy than a 20+ minute a game guy, which is just because there's so much unknown. There's a lot of intrigue But that's why getting a Pete Nance or a Matthew Meyer would be so important, so that Dainja is not a guy you're pressuring for 25, 30 minutes a game right away. But certainly there's talent. And that's the most important thing, Joey, is you got talent there. Now we got to see how it translates on the court, because we just haven't seen it.
Yeah, Baylor liked him. Right? They had him, and that's a pretty good program. If they like someone, you probably should feel confident in the skill set. But it's a good opportunity for Brad, the coaching staff, Adam Fletcher, to really help unlock what they think Dain Dainja is. And I know I've said this a few times also. Collectively, as you evaluate Illinois, if you just look straight numbers, right? Look straight up stats, it's probably time to start training your mind that the center position, the output, the statistical output is going to look a lot different. And that's not because the numbers are going to be different. I don't think that's a hot take. Like, there are going to be very different numbers from what you're used to seeing out of that spot for 3 years. That doesn't mean like, oh wow, they're screwed at center. It's different. It's going to be asked to do different things. It's going to, Kofi Coburn's an all-time great. So you just have to kind of, it's part of the puzzle, right? Like, that's going, the statistical production is going to be different. Like, the eye test is going to be important at the center position.
I'm glad you brought up this point, because Kofi, you can count on for 20 and 10 every night. He's the only guy really, Deion Thomas for a few years, that you could count on that. Like, there's just not many guys that are capable of that in all of college basketball. So what you're going to get out of that position and what you do with that position, more importantly, is far different. So they're not probably going to go Dainja against Zach Edey straight up. They're going to do what Houston did with Kofi Coburn and double and switch and all these different things. So you're going to play defense differently. You're going to play offense certainly differently. But he is, I think, the best low post threat that this team has. I think that's going to be a big part of his game. So certainly going to be a big part of what they do. You're going to see more of 20, more of a 50-50 split, 60-40 split, I think, whoever the center position is. But Coleman Hawkins certainly can get minutes there. But I do think, because of the unknown of Dainja, even though you're excited about him, that's why getting someone in the portal is so important over the next couple weeks. And we will cover all of that. And we will cover Dain Dainja's real first season of college basketball, all here at IlliniInquirer.com.